Okay, let's do it again. Another 2 rolls of nickels from machine rolled for the bank. This is out of a box of, I guess, what, 40 rolls? No, 50. It's $100 box, and we're going to go through them 2 at a time and see what we come up with. Pulling out a couple of 24s, some in really nice shape, one with a beehive cut, a die chip for the coin police. It's a die chip, but it's affectionately referred to as a beehive cut. You know, it's a die chip along the Monticello building on the reverse, and they do show up. You know, not regularly. Yeah, they do show up. So if you find a good quality, you know, high mint state condition coin with a beehive cut on it, and if it's a larger beehive cut, it's something you want to put aside and actually have it, you know, listed on eBay. I'm keeping all my beehives separated. So without any more delays, let's get right to it. Okay, I got them all opened up. So I have to do a quick review. Nothing's really popping out. Let's see what we got here. Put that up on the microscope for the first coin. And we're off. This is a 2-roll hunt. And again, all our finds will be put up here on the top left corner. And at the end of the video, we will do a final review. So if you want to skip ahead to the end or read the comments below, we'll include them in the comments. And if you're down in the comments, you know, leave a comment. We love to hear from you. I'm a hobbyist. Been collecting coins probably for 60 years, and you know, the changes are here. You know, no more. You know, no more pennies from the bank. So it seems. Fingers crossed they're gonna do something that's right for the numismatics hobby division. That's what we're in. All right. Let me go back. I'm going to go to my microscope view and jump down to my view, and we'll get right on it. 17, Philly, very ratty. I don't know if that's a cut or not. You know what? We're going to have to. Probably not. Looks like more or less some sort of material, but to be sure, I doubt it's a cut, but we're going to put it in the ultrasonic cleaner and check it out. We'll put it aside, and sometime during the video I'll pause and I'll put it in and we'll check it out better later on. Alright, next up, 81 Philly. If it is material, it will come off in the ultrasound. It's got a little moon crater. Probably nothing there. Let's see, where is it? You know, this one I'm going to put in the ultrasound too. Just because, just to clean it up, see what's going on. And otherwise, the thing is, I don't recommend putting coins to, you know, ultrasonic cleaner on a normal basis, because you're stripping away any kind of, you know, natural patina, or not so much the patina, but the authenticity of a circulated coin. Hope that made sense. But there are cases where you really have to determine what's going on. And otherwise, the coin would just be, returned to the bank and be done with. There's a big part of me. I want to see what's going on with the coin. 21, really? So it kind of justifies that. I could send it right back to the bank and say, oh, it might have been this, but I got a cleaner, so we'll just throw it in there and, to see what's going on. If it turns out to be a nice mint error and the coin has been cleaned, well, that's it. I mean, it is what it is. 21 Philly. And let me know what you think. 21 Philly. There are different settings on the ultrasonic cleaner that you don't have to run it a full 6 minutes. You can do 2 minutes just to kind of get an idea what's going on. And you could barely tell the coin has even been put through the ultrasound. 2018. Not to deceive anybody, but like I said, if there's bubble gum on the coin, instead of scrubbing it, you're better off running it through the ultrasound. So I'm losing my track. 22. 2010. 2020. Pause right here and take care of these coins. Okay, we're back. Just drop those 2 coins off in the cleaner, and I found one in there that I forgot about. Let's see what this was. He said, oh yeah, this is with the repunched mint on this 97. The coin is pretty messed up, but before you couldn't see any kind of detail. Now we got a clear shot of that repunched Mintmark on this 97, and that's it. I mean, like I said before, I put this in a cleaner, you really couldn't see anything at all on this coin. But at least now you can see we have a 97 with a repunched Mintmark. They call them RPMs. Yeah, it is what it is. We'll put that aside. That's from another hunt, but we'll put it up there for a review. 2020. '07. A lot of rim damage. '89 Denver. Moving on. 99 Denver. '19 Philly. '01 Denver. '22 Philly. Slight weak cladding on this one. See that yellow toning? That's actually I mean, I'll probably get beat up over this, but my assumption is that you get some of that copper toning coming through because of the weak cladding. But nothing special going on other than weak cladding. 23 Philly. It's like a bleeding of the copper toning. I'd say probably due to a weak annealing process. the nickel is a more durable material than copper. The layer is probably so thin that that annealing of the nickel was not sufficient to hold its place. And a little machine doubling on the Liberty. That was very minor. Let it go. 22 Philly. Yep. Machine doubling, yeah, type 2. Class 2. Class 2 plus 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 plus. '89 Philly. '12. '80 Philly. '25 Philly. '94 Philly. '22 Philly. '13 Philly. '85 Philly. A little grease issues here, but nothing. Chatter on that, on the 5 cents. Nothing serious. 22 Philly. '19 Philly. '89 Philly. '23 Philly. Gouge. With a gouge. '99 Denver. '2000 Philly. And I don't think that's a card. Looks like it could be a whack. Yeah, it's a whack. Not there. 1990 Philly. '07 Denver. '84 Philly. '94 Denver. '72 Philly. '05 Philly. '25 Philly. '25 Philly. Got some early evidence of that die chip on the side of the building, but not something we want to put aside. 25 Philly. Philly. It could be a little bit of the beehive there, but very minor. I'm not going to hold on. 23 Philly. 20 Philly. Let's scratch across the coin. 21 Philly. It's a typical hunt right here. Very boring for nickels. But, you know, like any other hunt, out of nowhere you find a nice coin. So let's just stick with it. There's a little spin damage. It looks to me like it's a Maytag. 23 Philly. $25 Philly. Nice shape. Got a cut on the side and on the lip. $22 Philly. Another one. The pristine. Chip on the forehead. Your little mark. $99 Philly. Something going on here. Very thin lettering. Some minor machine doubling on the Liberty. And nothing really to write home about. Let that one go. 23 Philly. $25 Philly. Looks like a 61, 64. Denver. $15. Another 2015. $22 Philly. $87 Denver. These are odd. That cupping along the collar. See that occasionally. It's a really hard strike. I guess that's a good thing. They oiled the machines. They're striking hard. Nothing there. 25 Philly. A clean coin, but nothing there. 79 Denver. Some striations. Nothing there. 22 Philly. 25 Philly. Yeah, it seems the way it goes. Nickel hunting. Very, very boring, if you could say that. 78 Denver. Nothing there. But we'll see what happens. 2014. Move together. 21 Denver. Clean looking coin. Nothing there. 08 Philly. There. 04 Denver. That. Nick. $25 Philly. 2018 Philly. Then 19. This looks like a crack. Heavy dirt. 21 Philly. $96 Philly. Nothing there. 14 Philly. Nothing there. Got a shiny one. 25 Philly. Nope. I put it down there on purpose. 22 Philly. What's going on here? 89 Philly. $62 Philly. Yeah, folks get excited about no mint marks. You know, when I was a kid, without a mint mark, it was Philly. It was just a gimme. So 62, no mint mark here. No mint mark here. It's not special. It's just from Philadelphia. A lot of modern collectors, say, "Oh, I got one, no mint mark." Okay. 84 Denver. I don't want to put anybody down, but yeah, that's what the case is. Older coins, they didn't have. Philadelphia did not put mint marks on the coins, and pennies especially, other than the 17 Philly with the P on under the date. All right, so we got from the last hunt, a couple hunts ago, the double RPM repunched mint. This coin's in really poor shape, but it is what it is. It's a RPM. I'm gonna put it aside and decide maybe if we get a bunch of RPMs, we'll do a lot thing. I don't know, or maybe I'll start giving them away for people who like and subscribe my channel or the video. I'll start doing that. Like this one, if hit me a like. You like the video, don't do it because any other reason. But if I see that, I'll throw you the coin. This one here is the 97 repunched mint. You hit the like button below. I'll find you. I'll reach out and I'll send you the coin. How's that? Something new I'm trying here. I'll put it aside and we'll keep an eye out. With that, thanks for watching. And you know, it's nickel boredom, let me tell you. And nickels are no fun if you don't find anything. I mean, it's really, it's that, it can be rough. I've gone through boxes of nickels and, you know, nothing. And we don't give up. We're going to keep going. And got 2 more lined up. I'm going to go check the ultrasound. I'm going to pause for a minute. And I'm going to come back and I'll show you the coins. Hold on. Okay, I got these coins out of the ultrasonic cleaner. Let's zoom in and see what we got going on. And it was, let me get to my microscope. You had an 81 Philly. I forget what the issue was. Let's take a peek at the back. Oh yeah, it was the mystery 0. And well, looks like, you know, these blisters, sometimes the cladding gets pierced and you actually start getting a blister from it. And this is a real mess. This coin's been through trauma. And we had to just clarify. But you can see now a lot of the coin has been cleaned up as good as it could be. I only put it in for 4 minutes. But yeah, that was that coin, 81 Philly. Very tiny mint mark on that one. That's kind of unusual. But that's it. And let's look at the second one I put in. 17 Philly. This one was, oh yeah, that's right. We're going to determine what this is. I don't think it's a cud, and I don't suggest anyone ever do this, because I mean, I seriously doubt it. It's probably just the way it wraps around the collar. A cud wouldn't do that. To me, it looks more like it's, you know, a stronger debris that the ultrasound wouldn't take off. So I don't recommend this, guys. I got my knife. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can pop this. And sure enough, it's some kind of gummy material. Maybe it is bubble gum. But yeah, you could tell if this was a cud, all this material, well, it's not a cud, but it would start from the edge of the collar here and then work its way inward. It wouldn't wrap around the outside edge of the coin unless it was a crazy cut. I've never seen that. I've seen it from the collar in. All right, but scraping this, yeah, we determined it's probably bubble gum. Well, you know, I don't know. I'm just gonna send you back to the bank. Yeah, I don't recommend trying to scrape off a cud if it's a cud. I really don't recommend doing that. Alright, so we're done with that hunt, and we're going to shut down this video and head over to the next one. You know, if you liked it, if you want to see more stuff, you know, just subscribe. You'll see more of my goofy coin hunts and boring nickels. But I'm sure if there's something good, you're going to see it. I'm going to plaster it right across the whole summary of the video. Alright? So, yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.